Hey guys, it's Christian from Nordic here. Today I'm bringing you a commentary over the first round of the Nordic Open tournament, a monthly tournament run by Nordic here to determine who is the best player in the North. Starting off, we're going to have Salad against Drytron. We're going to wait a second to see who elects to go first. So we are going to see Salad go first, normal summoning a copy of Lady Debug, searching what is likely going to be a copy of Gazelle to the hand. Following it up, we're linking into a... Oh, no, we're not. Oh, yes, we are. Linking into a Balings, declaring effect. Great not to draw that field spell. We're going to see Drytron just take a sip and be like, yeah, I've seen this the past, 3 years. It's all good. Oh. Okay, just correcting the camera angle. Okay, good. Activating the effect of Spinny, targeting Balings, triggering Gazelle, then Gazelle effect. Likely going to send a Roar here. Yes, a copy of Salamangreat Roar. Setting 2. Weird that they choose to set before finishing their main combo. Very strange, because that just telltales your opponent, if they have hand traps, that they can, that they have less extenders in their hand. So that's a very weird play to do. Anyway, Wolf is adding back the Roar and the Gazelle. God, I feel like I'm back in 2019. Great. So we're gonna see a Roar and 2 sets, and he's choosing not to go for the Balings for the second, so he'll second Salamangreat Link monster here. That's interesting. Maybe trying to play around Phantasme, though it seemed like you would just go for it. Anyway, we're going to see Drytron go Cyber Emergency, add. Then Nova summoning out, I think that's a Seda. Attributing Seda for Alpha. Letting that resolve. Wow. Yeah, you should definitely have roared that. Definitely roar that. Anyway, Seda effect, attributing Ben 10, adding the Ritual spell. Apologies if I get this name wrong. It's been 2 or 3 months since I saw Drytron play. Anyway, Benton's going to add Eva. And the Salad player is just going to get Zeus now, probably. Yeah. We see him going for the XYC. And it gets striked. Okay, fair enough. Saving the Roar for the follow-up as opposed to trying to cut them off at the head. Okay, so he is playing Full. We're seeing the Megaliths. We're seeing the one that reborns from grave getting roared. And the Drytron player's passing. And now he's just going to get OTK'd by access code attacking twice. Very likely. Sort of the one power play that the deck still has. Anyway, they hit a Will off the top. Yeah, this is definitely, this is beyond game. We're just going to go Jammer and access code and attack for game. Oh, okay. Or we're going to play into Nib for no reason. Because 43 times 2 is already enough. Okay, fair enough. It plays around, or it tries to play around Herald, but I still think you could have just done it the other way and then used your extenders after. Fair enough, though. But yeah, definitely played into Nibiru, which was not needed. Anyway, Wolf adding back Roar. Also something you should have probably done start of the turn. Relinking the Sunlight Wolf. Triggering Gazelle. Gazelle effect, sending probably a Rage. Or an extender, still trying to go for that access code. Okay. Jaguar effect, putting back Wolf, summoning out, and then adding back nothing with Sunlight Wolf. Probably gonna wait till... Okay, so gonna attack first, and then probably link into the zone Sunlight Wolf points to, get back the Gazelle. This is such an interesting match. It seems like they're both a few ban lists too late for this to be relevant, but I suppose this is round 1. Oh, not even linking off. Okay, this is really interesting. I wonder why the Salad player is choosing to do it like this. Anyway, we're going to see Drytron add another Alpha. The one copy of Benton already engraved, so it's not as threatening. We're going to have Alpha Tribute Alpha. I wonder why he chose to not go for another name. Anyway, that's going to be met with Roar. Going to see the Drytron player think. Probably going to try to go for another Zeus play. We know one of the cards in the Drytron player's hand is Meteonis as well, so there's only one unknown card currently. He's thinking. He's going to use Zeta, tributing Gamma. Bring out Gamma. Plays a second ritual spell. Okay. Plays 2 Meteonis. And then on Resolution, it's going to be met with Rage. So he has 2 Meteonis and a Herald in hand, which means he's just going to be, well, probably surrendering here. Or, yeah. There we go. Okay, this is going to be a really interesting match. Like I was mentioning before, like these decks are both, like they're okay, but they're not like amazing. Like in general, Konami's been pretty good at toning down the power level of the game over the last year or two. And even with that in mind, these decks I would still consider like tier 3, maybe 2.5, something like that. It's definitely going to be interesting. It's a pretty even matchup until Drytron get the new XYZ and Diviner, and then it's going to be a lot different. Anyway, we're probably going to see the Drytron player go first, try to set up some kind of board with Full. I believe they can also make Abyss Dweller, which is going to be very key in this matchup. They're going to go Emergency, adding up a Zeta. Then Gamma, tribute the Zeta, adding a Ben 10. You love to see it. You really do. Tributing off the Ben 10 for the Zeta, adding a Meteonis, and then the Ben 10 will trigger, probably adding a copy of Eva or something. Just waiting for a response. Okay, Ben 10. So the one thing the deck does have going for it, at least back when this was played, Droll was less popular because the deck got hit recently. So while the deck's power level was obviously a lot lower with no Union carriers, no consistent combos in the same way, and like the hit of Ben 10 to 1, the deck at least didn't have to get drolled, which completely shut it off. Very similar to Orcust, like how after Harp got banned, people stopped playing Lancia, but that made the deck like also boost a little bit of power, just because you weren't getting Lancia every other game. Of course, it still doesn't make up for it, but it is something. So we're gonna go prep, add back Ritual Spell, and add Natasha. Gonna see a small Earthquake at the Salamangreat player's house. And the Drytron player's thinking, yeah, he's going for that Dweller probably. Yeah, there we go. Yep, that wins the game. Very likely. Gonna go Meteonis, bring out the ultimate Herald thing. Just gonna pass, yeah. So we have Full to pop 2 cards. We have Dweller, and we have like 3 or 4 negates with the Herald, so that should definitely be game. Not even like proper losing to Dark Ruler. So we're gonna see Debug come down. Likely gonna be met with Herald. Okay, so he discards Herald of Orange, so probably no Eva in hand. Just gonna set to and pass, and then end of. Can't remember if it's end of turn or end of main phase. Oh wow. Okay, discarding Nibiru, that's just bad mannered. Discarding Nibiru in the Salad matchup, that means that you know you've won. But yeah, Full popping, bringing out the other one that pops cards and popping a Gozen, pretty relevant. Activating Dweller, then linking off for Phoenix, trying to pop the back row. Strike. Interesting that wasn't chained. You could have chained that to the effect of Phoenix. Being a counter trap, it couldn't be negated by Herald. It would put you down on life points a bit, but not more so than Phoenix's attack points. And this is just going to make it very easy for the Drytron player to go into a Unicorn and Access Code. Anyway, we see him messing around a bit. Going for Beatrice. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Send the Drytron he doesn't already have, I suppose. Triggering Benton again. Just checking. So yeah, Benton effects. Probably going to go at Eva or Herald. That's Eva. This should be, yeah, access code or Boral Sword for that matter. Yeah, that works. You can see the Drytron player actually like noting down the life points. That's cute. Anyway, that was quite a showing by Drytron. Like the deck can definitely still like make boards. It's just not as consistent. But when you open up, what was it, Fall Emergency Alpha, you're gonna have a pretty good time. You're definitely gonna have a pretty good time. But definitely that loss of Union Carrier, meaning that their 2-card combos don't always work or amount to the same end board, is definitely a big hit. It's going to be very interesting to see how the deck adapts after it gets... well, for one, it gets a normal summon and diviner, but it also gets the new XYZ where you can detach from it for the ritual spell. So that's going to be very interesting indeed. It also means you can go into like Zeus more often because you're going to be making the XYZ to just like make your own engine. Anyway, we're going to see game 3. Salamangreat starting with Flame Buffalo. Such a powerhouse. Like that card is amazing. Just being able to like draw into like one getting chain block, but also being... Oh, he drew the field spell. Okay. Well, one chain blocking, but also meaning that the Salamangreat deck can draw into so much more of its engine. It's very similar with like Desires and Prank Hits. Like if you do the Prank Hits combo, you're gonna have like deck thin for 8 cards or something stupid. And then when you Desires, you can draw like all your side deck stuff and all your counter cards and stuff like that. Or you can use it to bait Ash specifically in Prank Hits. Anyway, we're gonna see Drytron go Emergency at Alpha, trying to play around a Gosen match. Oh, he gets hit with Twin, but he hits Roar. Wow. Okay. Reading Salamangreat player reading Roar for some reason. Interesting. Deck's been out for like a billion years and he's playing it. Okay. Battle phase evenly matched as well. Wow. Not knowing what evenly does. It does not send to grave. There you go. So Salad player not knowing what Roar does or what evenly does is interesting. But he has his Floodgate, so he might be able to win. Gonna summon out a... Is that a Gamma? I do believe that's a Gamma. Tribute Gamma for Alpha. Alpha effect. It's gonna go at Ben 10. Oh, I'm dumb. That's Seda. My mistake. So Seda's gonna go at the Meteonis, and then you're gonna get Benton to search as well. And... Oh, yeah. Forgetting to resolve. And then, yeah, there you go. Cool. So both of these players just fumbling a bit with their cards here in game 3. It is the prestigious Nordic Open tournament. You don't wanna mess up already in round 1. So it's fair enough. Both players being good sportsmen about it. Like technically the Salamangreat player revealed non-public information that he shouldn't, but yeah, neither of them really trying to shark or anything like that, which is nice to see. Anyway, we're going to see a normal summon of Manju come down. So we're still under Gosen, probably limiting the extra deck plays that the Drytron player can make, but in raw card advantage, he's just going to win, probably. This all the Drytrons are like 2k attack as well, so this he only needs like one more turn, and then it'll be game. So it's looking really good for Drytron here. Really good. So we're going to go Meteonis, probably bringing back the Ben 10, and then Alpha is probably going to trigger. Getting rid of the Ben 10, and this is going to be game for the Salad player, because we're going to have at least 2 Herald of Orange Lights ready, so any starter that the Salamangreat player can get is just going to get heralded twice. Like I see very, very few cards that can, if any, cards that can bring the Salad player back into this. Normal summons Buffalo. we're just going to see Buffalo get met with the Herald very likely, and then the Eva. Yeah, you definitely Herald Eva here. Then on Resolution, you're going to get Eva and search out another Herald. Choosing only to go for one, but probably is out of targets in deck. And yeah, I don't think the Salad player could even play through like one Herald, so this is probably it. Oh, okay. Goes Spinny, targeting Balings, then Spinny affecting Grave. Letting that go through, because it's not that threatening yet. Summoning Wolf. Then I believe it's attacking with Wolf. Yeah, attacks Manju, sure. That's fine. And you also know there's 2 cards in hand, one of them has to be the field spell. So you're, and like any sort of access code play is stopped by the Salad player's own Gozen, so you're not really that afraid of the extenders. Like the only win condition the deck sort of has is the access code on while your opponent is low on resources. And that's shut off by the Gozen match itself. So he's going to add back Meteonis, probably targeting the Alpha. Then going to use Alpha, tripping a Full. Searching out a... Oh, I don't know how to say it. Ogrier, I think that's the one. Normal summoning Petite. God, this deck's going to be so crazy when it gets the real normal summon. Adding a Natasha. It's quite a wonder that the Salad player doesn't just concede. I think the Drytron player might have 7 cards in hand, if I'm not miscounting. They really are just hoping that Gozen will slow them down enough, but it's not going to be enough. Gonna go Meteonis, summoning out Natasha. Now they can't die either, because Natasha is a really stupid card that says you can negate infinite attacks. So we're going to see Ogre. Wow, okay, Ogre on Natasha. It's not going to do anything, because you're just going to bring it back out, but yeah, this should be it. Because he took, I think Manju's 14, so he took 54 last turn, and this is definitely game. Anyway, that was a pretty good match. It's interesting to see like older decks play again, like or decks that like aren't at their full power level anymore. Seeing them brought back into tournaments is always interesting. Anyway, this is going to be it for round 1, so I'll see you at round 2. Peace.